And this Wikipedia article on deviance helped me to have a vehicle of expression. This is key. Is that when the tension is there, there needs to be a vehicle of expression. I realize for myself to release the energy. In stressful situations, the anxiousness and rigidity is as a result of being unable to express the pent up energies. Whereas in a high form of condition, the tension is able to be expressed through some kind of vehicle. And by reading this article on deviancy and the ideas of a deviant, I believe I've been given a vehicle of expression to better expand the awareness of this elder of who I am that is beyond the fixed and set fast values placed upon things and people. Now, this guy is not wrong. I don't think he's wrong. I think obviously where the rubber meets the road is that he was successful in what he did by embracing and adapting to the fixed and set fast conditions of the context he was in. And he did this over a long period of time. But he's past that now, and he's entering into a new threshold. He's retired. And I think that I have something that will help him with that next path, that next level. And all throughout, he's helping me. All throughout, I'm learning and expanding my awareness about the world as it is. So I'm coming across in Schopenhauer and also in my studies about Kant, what little bit or Kant, what little bit I've been able to get. That bookstore doesn't have anything on Kant either. Is this thing called the thing in itself, which is beyond the fixed and set fast connotations of what we perceive things to be, so to say. They explain it much better. Schopenhauer and Kant explain it much better of what they mean. However, I think, and I've said this before, the mind has to be developed to the point of which it can embrace the mystery of life. And when, like he was describing, Mayer was describing 10 to the power of negative 37 and all these things that are just astronomically huge and infinitesimal at the same time. The mind dissolves. It's very difficult for the mind to stay focused. And I also see this as a dissolving of the ego, the I concept, because there comes a point where we experience enough of life where we realize that we're not that important, we're not that big of a deal. And that's where the idea of nihilism comes in, or where nothing matters at all. Is that it's sort of a symptom of our ego being shocked into the realization that it really doesn't have inherent existence. However, at the same time, it does have inherent existence. It does have existence in time. And the thing in itself is not conditioned by time and space. or the categories of thought that we place upon it. This has to do with will and representation. It becomes a representation of our own perspective. Rather than seeing it as the thing it is, we interpret it into what becomes equatable to us as to superior and inferior, right and wrong, and all that. So this can destabilize the mind. I think psychology has a hint at it when they use the word mental disorder. A disorder occurs, a discontinuity. It could be that we could be shocked by something in life and everything becomes confused. What is right and what is wrong? We don't know at that point when the ego is shaken, shattered, deflated. And I think there are all kinds of schools of thought that slowly deflate the ego, slowly, for a more stable awareness of the mystery in life. The mystery, the absolute mystery. And try to put terms and conditions and ideas upon it just end up becoming values, another valuation. And this is normal because if the world is only what we interpret it to be, and that we as interpreters really don't matter in the big scheme of things. And I don't mean that in a life negating way. I mean that in we're not as self-important as we think we are. Oh, it's hard. It's all just coming to me. It's hard for me to keep my sentences together. It's all here. It's all here. I'm just not used to this format. And I find it really interesting how those that seem successful in this format have something fixed in time that they speak about. You know, I've written poetry for years, and I understand how I could recite a poem, and the whole idea is right there in the poem. But it's all full of metaphor, you know. Practice makes perfect. I'm having a good time, though. I have my health. I have a place to stay. I have friends. I have people who challenge me. I'm learning new things. Life ain't perfect. I always want more. There's always something more to learn and discover. Have a good day.